If we want to find out how humans can smell the scents of flowers, first we have to understand what actually the composition of scent is. Most scents of flowers contain several aroma compounds. For a chemical compound to have a smell, it has to be sufficiently volatile so that it can be spread out through air. Generally, molecules meeting this specification have molecular weights less than 300. Most aroma compounds can be classified as following categories: esters, linear terpenes, cyclic terpenes, and aromatic compounds. Also, the smell is the consequence of combinations of several aroma compounds. Now we use rose as an example. Rose has a distinct and pleasing scent, which makes it one of the most popular flowers. The scent of rose is mainly determined by three aroma compounds. First, the scent is majorly influenced by a compound called negative sense rose oxide. This molecule is a particular isomer of the rose oxide, and it contributes the typical rose fragrance. This aroma compound is detectable by our nose at very low concentration, as low as 5 parts per billion. 1 part per billion is equivalent to 1 drop of water diluted into half an Olympic-sized swimming pool. Another compound that affects the scent is beta-damselone, which belongs to a family of the chemical entities known as the rose ketones. The third important contributor is beta-ionones. From the diagrams, we can clearly tell that these three compounds can all be classified as cyclic terpenes. Then, how does the sweet smells of flowers spread into our noses? It is the diffusion and the Brownian motion of the aroma molecules that send the smells to our nose. Brownian motion, also called the thermal motion of the molecules. It is the random motion of particles suspended in a fluid, resulting from their collisions with other quick-moving atoms or molecules. The aroma compound molecules randomly collide with each other, causing their fast and random moving. If the temperature gets higher, the Brownian motion is faster, and the smell gets spread faster correspondingly. Another concept involved is diffusion. Diffusion is the net movement of a substance from a region of high concentration to a region of lower concentration. This is also referred to a movement of substance down a concentration gradient, which is a change in concentration over distance. The concentration of aroma compound around the flowers is relatively higher, so the smell would be drawn from center to the surrounding air by force of concentration gradient. To understand it easily, we can assume that the nature always wants to balance the concentration of aroma compound molecules by spreading it and distributing it evenly. Then how can we smell the scents spreading into our noses? Human beings have an olfactory system which allows us to be able to smell all kinds of smells, including the scents of flowers. The sense of smell is mediated by specialized sensory cells of the nasal cavity within our noses. Olfaction occurs when odorant molecules bind to specific sites on the olfactory receptors. These activated olfactory receptors are the initial players in a signal transduction cascade which ultimately produces a nerve impulse that is transmitted into the brain. When we take a deep breath, air is sucked up into our nostrils. The air travels over millions of receptors neurons that sits on the stem-sized sheet called the olfactory epithelium. Each receptor neuron is unique to recognize different odorants and set off different neuron impulses. Then all different impulses came together at the glomerulus, a structure that transmits signal to the olfactory bulb. The olfactory bulb sits underneath our brain. And the signal from the olfactory bulb tells our brain what the smell is. When the rose scent molecules travels into our noses, the three main aroma compounds respectively react with different neurons and trigger different nerve impulses. These impulses converge together at the glomerulus and form a strong signal, which is sent to the olfactory bulb, and eventually tells us it is the scent of roses. This is why you can smell the scent of flowers.